Hello. Hi. Oh my gosh. This is fun. Uh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, looking at chat. Hi, Mero and Danilo and Nanachi. It's good to see you. Let me know if anything's off, like audio and stuff, because this is my first time streaming. Oh, hello, Plip Pops. Good to see you. So, hello. Hopefully I'm recognizable from, my self-portraits. This is pretty exciting. Do I have a pet duck? I don't have a pet duck. I have 3 pet rats, and they're sleeping over there right now. They're very cute. Oh, this is exciting. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay, so audience poll, what should I do? I don't think I really thought this through enough. I guess I'm here. Hi. I have some games that I can play. I have my sketchbook all set up to do something that might be cool. So, I guess those are the options right now. But it's been very exciting. I'm kind of, I don't know, I feel kind of bad that I haven't uploaded in a hot minute, but I'm planning on putting a lot of time into my stuff. I'm planning on streaming a lot, making a lot of videos. It'll be fun and exciting. Will I continue the show your streaming rig? Oh my gosh. My rig, how do I even show it? So, man, this is kind of all cobbled together. I'll take down the camera I'm using to record my sketchbook. So I have oh, this is terrible. I don't even know how to show it. I just have so much around here. I just sort of cobbled everything together. Will I continue the Drawbox lessons? I will. I don't know. I just been feeling so much anxiety over doing my second page of the textures. I feel like I put so much effort into the first page that I will do worse on the second one, and that would be upsetting. So I've just been sort of ignoring it. So I definitely need to go back into it. And I've been paying to his Patreon every month. Like, I see the charge on my credit card, and I'm like, yep, I should get back to it. and I don't want to cancel it because then I feel like I'll never get back to, I don't know, it's been bad. It's been bad. I really need to do that. Oh, hi, Project Muffins / Toxic Reach. Oh, I remember you. Hi, good to see you. All right. Okay. So yeah, I guess things are good so far. So yes, I do plan on doing more Drawbox lessons, and I was also thinking of getting into the control paint stuff, which seems like a lot of fun. I don't know, I feel like I want to do so much. I was at Target, right? And you know how they get you, and I found this in like the notebooks journal section, and I just thought it was a normal sketchbook, but then I was like, wait, sketching made easy. That sounds really cool. So I looked at it, and it seems to be like a mini lesson book. Like, it has these lessons, and then it has a space to practice it on the side. And I felt like doing that would be a lot of fun too. Like, you know how, there's these other YouTubers that have those, like 100 prompt journals? I was thinking I could do some of these. And it's, What? It says it's based on Drawing Made Easy and Practical Drawing by E.G. Lutz. So, and that, I'm pretty sure that book is in the public domain, so there should be no problem in showing any of these lessons and even like leaving a link to the book itself so everyone can follow along. So I felt like that would be pretty cool. Hi, Pyrowhite. What's poppin'? Oh man, this is exciting and kind of awkward. Usually I have a script for my videos, so it's interesting just talking out loud. Hi, welcome. This is a lot of fun. But yeah, I have some pretty exciting things happening. I have my next video, which is my Drawing Hands Part 2. It's already with my editor, so he should get that back to me within a day or two. So that should be up soon. And yeah, I don't know. I've just got all these ideas and I'm so excited. And I finally have some free time. And that's exciting too. I'm trying to schedule like 40 hours a week of doing channel related stuff. So it's like I'm working full time during winter break on this. And that's exciting. I mean, of course, Christmas is coming up really soon. So, but, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm looking at a separate computer for the chat. This is kind of confusing. Yeah, so I have like my main monitor here, which I have nothing on now, so maybe I should have planned this better. I have my drawing tablet, which I'm using to monitor OBS. And then I have a laptop looking at chat. Oh, this is too much. Any plans for Christmas? Yeah, definitely. Visiting family, eating a lot of food, sleeping. I haven't slept enough all semester. I think this is the semester that I've had the most all-nighters in my entire life, which is upsetting. I remember back when pulling an all-nighter was an event, right? I'd be like, oh no, I have to stay up all night? This is horrible. This is the worst thing that's ever happened. And then now it's come to the point where I just say, oh, okay, it's time for another all-nighter. Let's go. Looks like I'm not getting any sleep tonight. And that kind of sucks. It's pretty terrible. But yeah, it feels good now that I'm on break. What's your thoughts on anatomy drawing? Oh my gosh. Oh. It's terrible. Well, it's really hard. I am definitely, as I say in my videos, I'm not an expert in drawing in any way, shape, or form. I guess I'm pretty much completely self-taught, except I did take one drawing class, a life drawing class, back at my old school. And it was very good. It was my most intense class that semester because I spent, 10 hours a week in there? It's like 6 hours for lecture and then another 6 hours for finishing up the projects. But of course that was just looking at still lifes and using pastels and pencil and stuff. Like anatomy drawing is just, it's a whole different ball game. And I feel like a lot of people get too impatient and try to jump straight into drawing people at any sort of high level. And I think you have to think of it as drawing people is no different from drawing anything else, right? So you still have to learn observational skills. You have to learn how to look and see proportions. You have to learn how to show values and edges and things. But people, I don't know, a lot of people see like simplified cartoony art styles and just think, okay, I don't need to learn the rest of it. All I have to do is go straight for that. And you can't, and that is bad. Yeah, I definitely do think it's definitely really hard. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot. I think, but looking in from the outside, my big inspiration for getting into drawing was wanting to make visual novels and drawing like the character sprites for that. So I was thinking, oh, I mean, I see so many people draw really good figures. It must not be that hard. And the more I get into it, the more I learn about what I don't know. Like, first you need to get the proportions down, right? And then after the proportions, you need to start learning like what the placement of the features is. And then after the features, you have to learn about the way the face and the body and the like all the muscles move in 3D form. You have to learn about anatomy and what kind of muscles exist. Like there's like this cape muscle, I forgot what it's called, that goes around like from your shoulders to your upper back. And then you have like a gazillions of muscles up in the arms, legs, torso. And it's just a lot of layers. And of course, you don't have to know everything to draw a figure well. But the more you know, the more you can simplify in a way that, you know, reads as a really good figure. Of course, I don't know how to do that, but I'm under no illusion that it's difficult. Hello, Annie Gao. Hello, Chris Bocaz. Oh, this is fun. So yeah, I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, so I will probably be responding to chat that you can't see if you're on the other platform, but don't worry about it. Maybe I'll put something up over here in the future. It's just usually watching like chat scroll by kind of annoys me. So, but either way, let's see. Yes. Anything big happen in your life? I finally passed my actuary exam, which is fun. I guess I just want to give a quick explanation of what an actuary does. They do statistical analysis for insurance firms and like basically calculating how much people need to pay in order for the insurance company to make money. And if you are into math at all, I would highly recommend that you look into this career because it's pretty well paying and it's something other than being a researcher or a teacher for anyone who's interested in math. What's your process when drawing figures? I feel like I bought this book. It's called like Figure Drawing from the Imagination or something. And he talks about the mannequin method for basically just memorize all the shapes of a mannequin, then you can put them in any way you want. And I got it and I realized it was way too advanced for me. So now I'm back to square one. I'm doing draw box so I can learn how to draw shapes. And then I'm gonna learn how to draw figures. But right now what I'm doing is just taking reference pictures of myself in some sort of like gestural fluid pose and then looking at that in order to draw it because I can't come up with something from my head yet. I'm not there yet. But it's definitely a lot easier when you have a reference. So I like to take reference pictures of myself. Whether I should... interesting. The worst thing I face is frustration. I think you're right about having patience, but I also question whether I should continue with drawing or if I really like it in the first place. Well, of course, not everything's for everyone. I remember I was on like r/Twitch the other day and someone was talking about, I don't have any motivation to keep streaming anymore. How do I gain that motivation back? Like every time I sit down, it's just boring and I don't like it. And all the replies were just, if you don't like it, then go outside. Like, not streaming is probably better than doing it, and you really shouldn't unless you really like it. So I guess I would let you ask yourself why you want to learn how to draw, and whether you think all the time you put into it is worth it. Because I don't think anyone can't learn how to draw, if you know what I mean. Right? Everyone has the ability to learn how to do it. And I like to think of it as, you know, a skill just like every other skill in the world. A lot of subjects in school people don't like, but everyone has the capability of learning how to do it. It might take longer or shorter for some people. Some people might be born more gifted than others, but if you for some people, it might take a million years to learn it, but everyone will gain some sort of proficiency over time. And I've definitely felt that. I was not born as a particularly gifted artist or anything, but I've been practicing on and off for maybe 6 to 10 years at this point, picking it up within the last year or so. And I've seen, like, wow, I can improve. So, I don't know. Oh, hi, Amber. It's good to see you. I just passed FM and I'm so happy. What's your favorite / inspiring artist? Oh my gosh. It might be terrible to say. I love Sakimi-chan. I think she is one of the first artists that I discovered through, like, a compilation of fan art on College Humor, actually. They had one of those articles that were like, great, what animals drawn as humans? And it was just basically a gallery of Sakimi-chan's work. And I was like, oh, it just looks beautiful. And I went on her DeviantArt and I don't know, I'm mesmerized by every piece. And I can't believe that she's so young. She makes so much art, like one beautiful painting a day at least. That's insane to me. And also she keeps up some of her older stuff so I can see how much better she's gotten, which is really inspirational. Yeah, and also Happy D Artist, if anyone knows who that is. Basically, she is an oil painter. She draws sort of fantasy figures, fantasy girls, ladies, and I think she used to be a software designer or software engineer, which I relate to. And I think it's really cool. Basically, she talks about her whole story of how she saved up a year of expenses and then she quit her job and tried to be a full-time artist for a while, but knowing that she had enough money to keep her afloat for, like, enough time. And it's really inspirational, and I'm kind of wanting to go that route too. I don't know. It just seems like fun. Maybe after I get good at art, can I think about that? Yeah, I relate to you, Danilo B. My learning journey so far, try to draw, get frustrated, try to learn Blender 3D, get frustrated, repeat. I feel you so much. Like, I don't know, that's basically it. I will try to practice for a while and then I will stop and I'll feel upset and then I will try again and then stop. And then every time I think, I don't know, I don't need to learn how to draw. It's fine. I've gone my whole life without knowing how to draw. Like, I don't really need it. And then I will quit practicing and one day I'll look at some beautiful art or some artist's time lapse. I'm like, wow, I feel so inspired. So I'll pull out my paper and then I'll try to draw something and it doesn't turn out the way I want to. And then I get this fire. I'm like, oh, I'm ready to practice. I'm ready to practice every day. And then I go for like 2 days and then I quit. I don't know. It's really frustrating. So that's why I think that if I put all my time into it now and really establish that habit over winter break while I have time. Like, that's what I always say, when I have time. When summer break comes, when winter break comes, and all of a sudden a couple summers and winters have passed and I still haven't practiced. It's just really upsetting. Yeah. Hi, Entropy Archiver. I'm glad to see that I'm being relatable, but also it's upsetting that we all have the same problem. Oh my gosh. It's kind of terrible. Oh, thank you, Amber. Oh my gosh. Good luck on your exam, Amber. Good luck, good luck, good luck. That sounds terrible. Yeah, I heard that you only get results immediately for the first 3 exams or something. And I'm not looking forward to having to wait for them because that sounds pretty terrible. Have I had time to draw lately? A little bit. As you saw, I updated all my banner and channel art. It finally makes sense again. Moving on from my creepypasta days. I probably should have changed it a long time ago. I just didn't feel confident enough in my art to draw something that I would want to look at every day. Um, but I guess I feel okay about it enough to put that up now, which is exciting. And I'm looking forward to updating it a lot. I'm looking forward to improving enough that I feel like I can make a better banner pretty quickly, is what I'm trying to say. So, I guess, I don't know, what am I trying to work on right now? Because it was definitely interesting drawing my channel art. I remember watching someone's video a while ago, and their advice was to always finish like every drawing that you start. Because if you keep just stopping on the sketch or stopping on the inking or stopping on the coloring and then stopping like before you finish rendering a picture, you'll never learn how to get to that spot. And I definitely felt that while I was trying to draw my channel icon and stuff, because I'm just used to doing quick doodles, quick sketches. And then when I actually had to make a finished painting, I was really lost. I had to pull back in my brain for my graphic design class, like 5 years ago in high school, about how you can make a black and white image and then put an overlay layer on top to color it. Like, that's what I had to go back into because I haven't finished a painting in pretty much ever. So I definitely need to take that to heart and just, do a lot of sketches, right? And then also finish drawings. Because I really don't know what to do after a certain point. I'm like, okay, I have a sketch now. I don't know how to line it. I don't know how to ink it. I don't know how to color it. I don't know what's happening. That's a pretty accurate assessment of my drawing ability. So, yeah. What am I... How do I build a portfolio? How do you build a portfolio? How do I build a portfolio? I shouldn't I? I guess I really need to show some of the drawings that I made during my drawing class because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm very motivated by school and class and grades, so that really drove me to put in way more effort into those drawings than I've ever done for my own personal work. Like, for example, the majority of weeks, I think we finished maybe about 7 or 8 projects during that class. The majority of weeks I would spend, mostly class was 6 hours a week in 2 sessions, and we would spend most of that time actually doing art. Like, we set up our sketch pads on our easels and we would just draw the whole time. And then after class, I would stay for an extra 2 hours until the building closed. Then I'd come back on the weekend, set my canvas back up, or set the easel back up and keep drawing. And I spent probably 10 to 20 hours per project in those drawings. And I feel like it definitely shows. Like, the detail in them and the amount of effort that I put into them are so much more than anything I've ever done for my own personal work. Like, for example, my new channel and banner art portrait that I made, it took me maybe 2 hours and then another half hour for tweaking the colors and tweaking the background and stuff. But I guess I just wonder how much better could I get it if I put in those 20 hours into actually fixing it. I think ArtStation is one of the best places to build a portfolio. I've been also using Sketchfab for 3D modeling / animation for like a year. How is that? That sounds like fun. ArtStation. Is that the one, I don't know, is that the place that's dark with all like the gorgeous concept art? Or is that somewhere else? I know a couple friends who, I don't know, follow really beautiful art, I think. But that sounds like, oh, so is that distinctive? Yes, oh my gosh, ArtStation is just gorgeous, right? I don't know, what, there's that some really famous artists from there, I can't remember their name, but they have a very distinct style. It's just like very, I don't know if, I wouldn't call it rough, it's just, I don't know. I need to look them up, but it's just beautiful. Like, it's looking at stuff like that that makes me really want to improve my skills, if you know what I mean. I look at just beautiful art and I think, wow, I want to make stuff like that. I want to invoke the feeling that I'm feeling right now in someone else. And I haven't gotten there yet. And I know that I won't get there with just the pieces of practice that I'm doing. Like, in order to achieve that kind of mastery in art, you have to do it every day, constantly. And you have to live and to breathe art. I need to be not like me and actually not take breaks and forget things. I definitely feel pretty rusty now because I don't think I've drawn pretty much all semester. All I did was like a few doodles in my notebooks while I should have been taking notes in class, trying to stay awake. That's the extent of my drawing that I've done during the semester. I mean, there's just a lot that was going on. Like, well, first I had my classes. I took the hardest math class. I took the hardest undergraduate math class at my school. This semester I was taking programming. I took Shakespeare, which was a hot mess. That was my lowest grade, and I'm kind of upset about it. Oh, hello. Yeah, it was my lowest grade. I'm upset about that. My phone stopped working, so I had to find a replacement really fast. I had to take my actuary exam. It's been tough. And I'm not going to say that it was bad that I didn't draw, because I just had priorities that were not drawing at the time. And now that I can make drawing my priority, I will. Yeah, I guess I just don't think punishing people for not being able to practice is a great way to inspire them to be artistically enlightened. Yeah, ArtStation is also just an amazing place for art inspiration. I try to look at it every day before I start creating whatever monstrosity I'm about to create, lol. That's such a good idea. I don't think I've been looking at art inspiration enough. Maybe it's because Drawbox hasn't been, I guess I'm not really in a creative mood after doing Drawbox, I guess is what I should be saying. And I don't know, I always have a feeling like I'm not ready to start doing other things, if you know what I mean. Do you ever get that feeling where you think like, oh, I really want to draw this or whatever, but I'm not ready yet. I should probably, I need to finish like lesson 3 of Drawbox first, or I need to learn the fundamentals first. I need to learn how to draw the right person first before I start trying whatever art project I want to do. And I feel like I need to get out of that mindset, because the only way to, get better at art is to keep creating it, right? And every second that I'm thinking about, okay, before I start creating, I need to do this, and this, that's another second I'm not out there creating and making things. So I definitely need to work on that. Have I ever thought of trying to model 3D characters digitally? Yeah, I've thought about doing 3D art. It seems really cool. I have a friend actually who's an animation major, and looking at the stuff he does, it looks really hard. But what? I remember in my graphic design class in high school, we worked in Maya for a while. I think that's pretty much the only 3D modeling software I know, and it was pretty cool. But all I did at least was arrange like cubes in order to make a house. So I definitely need to look into that more if I want to get started. Yeah, lol, when I started Drawbox, I took it way too literally and drew nothing but boxes and sausages for months. Drawbox recommends 50-50 between practice and fun. Yes, I totally agree. Do fun things and also do Drawbox. But my problem is that I never learned how to draw anything else. Like, all I've done is practice. My whole life, I've never done my own artwork. And that's pretty bad. So that means I don't really know how. Yeah, I guess in my drawing classes, all we did, of course, were still lifes. We would look at a scene, compose it, make it look nice, and then copy it down. That was the extent of what we did. And now in Drawbox, I'm doing the exercises. But I've never made my own art. And I've never tried to. Well, I guess I've thought about it, but I never did because I was too nervous about starting. And so I didn't let myself try because I didn't think I was ready yet. And at this point, I don't know if I'll ever be ready because I really just need to start doing, if you know what I mean. Hi, big black concase. Cool thing about doing that though is when you look back to drawing stuff for yourself, you can definitely see that your drawings look a lot more solid. Yeah, I guess basically all I've drawn are you know how they have like those before and after weight loss pictures? Well, I've drawn a lot of before pictures and not a lot of after pictures. Like, if you remember, I made that video, I think it was called Drawing Things That Are Not Boxes. Basically, that's my little time capsule for what my drawing at the time was and how good I was at figure. Like, it was basically, I think it was a figure and a portrait, because that's pretty much all I cared about at the time, just drawing people. So I'm hoping that, I'm not gonna watch that video because I kind of want to forget how all that was. And then I think I was gonna do it maybe after 500 hours of practice or 1,000 hours of practice or something. I was gonna go back to it and see how much I've improved. Or not go back to it, but try to draw those things again and then see how much I've improved, and then keep doing that, say, every 500 hours of practice, and I felt like that would be fun. Any experience drawing from imagination? No. And that makes me upset. I guess it's because that's the thing I want to do the most in the world. I just want to be able to draw things well from imagination, and I can't. And I don't really know how to practice that. I don't really know what to do. I know that I have to build up my visual language in my mind, right? Like, the more you draw things from real life over and over and over, you'll learn how they look and learn what they feel like drawing it with your hands. And then you'll get better at it, and you'll be able to draw from the imagination and recreate those things, like take different elements and add them together until it becomes your own. But that just seems so far away from what I'm doing right now and what I'm studying and learning, and it just feels impossible. And I don't know, it's really stressful thinking about it. So that's kind of a reason why I really liked doing Drawbox, right? Because that's kind of mindless. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about what I'm doing. I just know that I'm supposed to be drawing these many boxes, go. I don't have to think of a concept or wonder how I'm supposed to practice, because he's just telling me exactly what to do, and that's why these sort of courses really appeal to me. But I really do want to figure out how to draw from my imagination, because I guess that's my dream, and I'm not making it come true. Have you ever thought of doing creepypasta again? Yeah, I do, legitimately. I love making those videos. It's just a lot, I guess. It's a lot of time and effort to, find a good story, because there's a lot of bad creepypasta stories out there. Everybody fancies themselves a horror writer. Not everyone is a horror writer. So I need to find a good story. I need to ask the author for permission. I always ask people for permission to use their things. Like, all my music is, I guess, allowed by the artist. If I am going to be showing, if I read someone's story on my channel, I always I guess I usually shoot them a message, or if it's listed somewhere publicly that, like, say they listed it and gave permission, then I will read it. And I also have to find music. Music is so hard. Music, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about the drama surrounding copyright strikes and claiming things and all sorts of dramaticness regarding music. So it's hard to find, like, good, moody, creepy music and sound effects that aren't going to run afoul of copyright and be bad. So yeah, I definitely would love to do more creepypastas, especially if I can find someone to edit my audio for me. I feel like that's the part that kind of gets me. It drags me down whenever I'm trying to do it. You can look at Don John. It's a D&D NPC character generator. It randomly gives you a name and physical and personality traits and a background. I think it's great for inspiration. Oh, I totally should. Oh, that sounds like fun. Do I hear a new video idea? Actually, it wouldn't turn out very well because I can't draw, but I can definitely try and use it as an exercise. Maybe it would be a fun idea to get some character traits, like characteristics and physical characteristics, and then go online and see if I can compile, like, a board with a lot of images. With images that are references for those specific character traits, and then try to combine them together for a portrait. That might be fun, because, I can't really draw from my imagination, but learning how to do that comes from building up your visual language, and doing that involves drawing a huge variety of things. I mean, so far all I can draw are pretty ladies, and the same pretty lady with the same eyes and the same nose and the same mouth that I think look nice. So I think what I need to do is definitely draw a larger variety of facial characteristics. Do you draw with music to focus, or does that hurt concentration? I do see people who recommend that you don't use any music or watch anything while you draw. Personally, I don't do anything without listening to music or something else, like a podcast. I don't walk anywhere. I don't ride the bus. I don't do my chores. I can't live in silence. So whether or not it's good or bad for my concentration, I'm gonna be listening to something. Bless me. People don't make creepypasta like in the good old days anymore. Every edgy 14-year-old doing the haunted video game trope ruins the experience nowadays. Yeah, I definitely agree. It's tough. Everyone wants to be edgy and cool. And there's not really, I don't know. Like, I think the creepiness of creepypasta comes from the way it could be real or not. Like, you have that you think, of course, like, this isn't real. But then there's like that little feeling in the back of your neck. And then the next time a door shuts in your house, you jump. Now it's just so, I don't know, not realistic. You just can't take it that seriously. Draw Monster Girl. Is that a thing, or you mean like a monster girl? Let's see, Monster Girl? What is that? I looked up Monster Girl, and I see Monster Girl Encyclopedia. Okay, I still don't know what this is, but I'm intrigued and fascinated, and I would like to know more. Are they just like hot girls that are also monsters? Oh my gosh. Oh, I should, I think it's better not to be 100% focused when drawing TBH. Having music or something else to take the edge off makes drawing less daunting. I agree with that. Like, I don't know, it's really hard to, I guess, keep so focused on something. And plus, like, yeah, being able to watch like the latest Philly D episode, or like YouTube channel that I like, anime that I enjoy, listening to my favorite podcasts, listening to music, it all makes drawing really fun for me. It makes it something I really look forward to doing. If practicing drawing meant like I have to shut off everything that I love, I probably wouldn't be practicing as much. If you know what I mean. So I definitely agree with that. Oh, do you guys want to meet my rats? Okay, I'm gonna bring one of them out. Come here. Oh, yes. Who's such a good boy? He's such a good boy. Okay. This is Maury. He's very excited to see everyone. He's really big, and he's really cute. He used to be so small, and then now he's really fat now. So, Maury, are you sure you want to show off your butt to everyone? Okay, you can show off your butt to everyone. Are you sure you don't want to turn around? Oh my goodness. How about this? Let's put you... Okay, you don't want to. Anyway. He's just being the cutest little thing. Yes, he is. So... yeah, I was thinking of getting into like rat-related merchandise because I feel like that is a good area of the internet that needs to be filled. I feel like there's not enough rat-themed t-shirts and mugs, and I intend to rectify that. And maybe you can even customize your color of rat. That's what I want. I feel like that would be so much fun. Because there's just not enough rat appreciation in the world. Yeah, right? Look at how big he is. Oh my gosh. You're so fat, Maury. Why do you like to eat so much? You're so fat. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's the biggest boy that I have. He's the fattest. I think it's because he steals food from the other rats. Whenever I give them treats, he likes to fight them to eat the treats, so then he gains power. It's like Agario, right? Like, he's swallowing all the competition, so then he's gets even bigger. So, yeah. I hope you're not eating too much. Yeah, he's such a chonk. He's gigantic. He used to fit inside one palm as a baby. He's not a baby anymore. He's a big boy. Oh, Yeah, I need to draw them. It's so hard to get a good picture of them because they just twitch around so much. So then every picture is just like, and then they're blurry and they're moving. Why don't you ever sit still? Wow, look at his cute face. Why don't you ever sit still, Maury? You never sit still. All right, let's put you back. I am being completely legit, though. You know, half the people I tell that I have rats to, they're like, oh my god, they're the cutest thing. Like, can I see? Or they'll say, wow, I have rats too. Or I used to have rats. Or I have sugar gliders or mice or whatever. And then half the people, they're like, ew, rats? If you take him over to our house, our cat's gonna kill it. Or something like that. So I think we just need to raise more rat awareness in this world. They're, like, honestly, they're so sweet, so pure, they're beautiful, they're smart, you can teach them tricks, and what's not to love? They're just lovely. Do I play Overwatch? A lot of artists like drawing its characters because of their designs. Yeah, I do think Overwatch has really good character designs, which is great. That's appreciated. And hearing them talk about the characters is really fascinating. Like hearing about how they have to make a distinctive silhouette so that you know exactly who someone is from a distance is, I don't know, like that game design stuff is all really cool to me. And yeah, it's fun. I'm trying to climb out of bronze now. Oops. Hi. Yeah. So, man, now I'm excited. I've got sketchbooks, I've got markers, I've got my drawing tablet there. Oh yeah, and I got a new laptop. It's the Lenovo Yoga 730, and that's one that you can buy a pen for and actually draw on it. And it's been working out really well so far. So I'm excited to maybe even record more videos, say, I don't know, wherever I go, like just in between classes or something, I can work on things. So yeah, I'm sort of like fixating my whole life around this for a hot second, you know, which is totally fun. What would you like to do with your drawings once you're satisfied with what you can make? Personally, I always like to work on my own webcomics. Ooh, this is so much fun. Dreaming. Dreaming is the best part. What would I do? Yes, webcomics. I would love to make a webcomic. My original inspiration was making a visual novel. Like, I feel like I want to tell stories, and visual novels are the medium I want to do it through. And I think it would be so much fun to draw beautiful backdrops, beautiful characters, and make a visual novel out of it. What else? I don't know. What, D&D? Drawing character sheets, character portraits for that? Just making beautiful art to inspire people. Being able to put whatever I have in my mind down on the paper is the dream, and I'm so down for that. And I would love to make animations. Have you guys seen like those videos on YouTube where people will, I don't know, like I think the one that I watched was like Steven Universe as an anime. I want to do that because that just sounds so cool. Oh, and if you see people making animatics of different songs, I want to do that too. Just like Just art, animation, making pretty things. It's all dreaming. That's so much fun. There's an art book called The Skillful Huntsman that has a lot of great info on characters, silhouettes, and design. Lovely art and great read. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Oh, I have a lot of books that I don't read. And I really should, because does anyone else feel like their bookshelf is just who they wish they could be? Because I buy a lot of books, and I feel like if I was better, then I would read them, but then I don't. It's basically like a personality wish list at this point. But yeah, it's kind of upsetting to me. But I think that over this winter break, I want to do things. Actually, wait, let me dig out. A big inspiration for me revamping my channel as a drawing channel and doing art, oh my gosh, has been a class that I took last semester, and it's called the Entrepreneurial Artist. Basically, they talked about business skills in the context of art and making an art career. And a lot of people were dancers, musicians, singers, songwriters, like actors and visual artists. I was surprised because when I heard, entrepreneurial artists, I immediately thought visual artists, like painters, illustrators and stuff. But it was a lot of other people, which was really cool and exciting. Let's see. And the book that we read in that class is Effectual Entrepreneurship. And basically it talks about, normally, I guess traditional entrepreneurship has to do with making a goal, like I want to start a restaurant, and then gathering all the resources in order to reach that goal. But the concept of effectual entrepreneurship, being effectual, means that you look at what you have first, and then you make what you can with what you have. So I guess the way I would illustrate that in my own life is, if traditionally I would say, I want to make an art channel, so I have to learn how to draw first. But the effectual way was to think, I can't draw. What can I do with that? I can learn how, and I can help others. And that really inspired me to start doing this. And that's really exciting. I kind of want to send my channel to my old professor now, because I want to show him that he really inspired me to go off and fly. Now that I'm at over like 1,200 subscribers, I'm flying. I'm hovering a little bit. But yeah, I definitely want to reread this over winter break. And I would highly recommend it for anyone who's interested in business. This is not an art book. This is purely an entrepreneurship book. So it's completely applicable to anything your heart desires. Highly recommend. It's very, very good. Drawbox? In a word, yes. I feel like Drawbox can be helpful for anyone, unless I guess you're already completely expert with a formal training in drawing. Because, like he says, a lot of people can be lacking on the fundamentals, and Drawbox bridges those gaps. I can see how someone would be a perfectly competent artist and make beautiful drawings, and yet not be able to make a confident line, or draw a straight line, or draw an ellipse correctly, just because they understand 3D space and form. And they can do other things, like say, I don't know, maybe like if you're a painter, you don't really need to draw straight lines and stuff. But I can see how someone could just completely skip over that stuff. And I feel like it's important. I can only work or study under a deadline. Otherwise, I'll waste all the time in the world only to read a couple lines. Yes. That's like the story of my entire life. And it's been a problem. I feel like it's ruining me. So I feel like that's one of the major reasons I've sort of, I don't know, put this out into the world, so then you people will shame me if I don't stick to my deadlines and if I don't make my videos and do my streams whenever I say I'm going to. That's exactly what's going to happen. I am so deadline oriented. That's why I do really well in school, because they tell me you have to do this by then. I'm like, okay, I'm there. I've never missed a deadline in school. Personal deadlines where I just say, I'm gonna read this book, I don't do it. And it's a problem. And it really sucks. Yeah, I'm recording the stream. And it should be up on YouTube. Actually, I guess I'm deciding whether or not I want to post them on my channel, because, I don't know, I know like a lot of live streams can be really off-putting to people, but I guess I will see. It'll definitely be on Twitch though, and yeah, the replay will definitely be on Twitch for 14 days, because that's how much you get without partner. Anyway, but it's been about an hour, and I think that about wraps things up for 1,000 subscribers, if there's no other pressing issues. I'm thinking of definitely scheduling regular weekly streams. I'm thinking maybe 3 days a week during winter break and 2 or 1 day a week during the school semester. So if everyone will let me know when they are free so I can schedule it, that would be nice. How would you let me know? I don't really know. Yeah, thank you. Accountability gang. Keep me accountable. Shame me. Say bad things to me if I don't hold on to my obligations. I guess, okay, either tell me right now what times, days, time zones are good for streams. Tell me on the community tab. I have a post about this stream. Tell me there. Or go over to my Discord, join, and tell me there. And what? My Discord, you should be able to find it in the description of any of my later videos. So that would be good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's been so good seeing you guys and being able to talk to you like this. This has been fun. So yeah, look forward to more Drawbox. Look forward to Control Paint. Look forward to me learning from Sketching Made Easy. And I'm planning on putting in 40 hours a week working on this channel, drawing, practicing. I'm looking forward to things being real good. Oh, thank you so much for posting the link. Yes. Yeah, if you're on Twitch, there's a link that is posted. If you're on YouTube, wait, oh my gosh, I can just copy and paste that link, can't I? That's so much fun. There we go. Join the Discord there. Let me know when you'd like to watch me stream. Hey. Yeah, this is the afternoon for me right now. So just to give some